What is up, fellow YouTubers? So, I have gathered some more wand wood. I went and gathered about 13 sticks. I'm going to do a batch of 12. And anywhere from 10 to 11 to 12 wands per batch. And if I get an extra stick, put it in my tin next to my workbench. And eventually, if I'm having a hard time getting wand wood, I'll have a container full of awesome sticks to choose from. So, hell yeah. So on the way to my friend's house, they needed some help cleaning, but we didn't get around to it today, but that's alright. But on the way to my friend's house, I decided to collect some wand wood. And, well, at least the person was nice about it. You know, I'm standing on city property. You have the street, you have the curb with the grass, then you have the sidewalk. All three of that is city property. And then as you have the person's house beyond that sidewalk, that's personal property. Now keep in mind that I'm over here on city property trimming trees. And this dude approached me, he goes, "How's it going?" And I'm like, "It's going good, man." And he's like, "Trimming trees?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I make and sell wands for Etsy, and I make them out of real wood." And he goes, "You can't be doing that." And I'm like, "Why not, man? It's city property." He's like, "No, it's not. That's my tree." And I'm like, "It's not your tree, dude. It's city property." The first time he says, "No, you can't. That's my tree." I'm like, "Dude, this is city property." You know? And he's like, "Well, I have to maintain that tree." And I'm like, "No, you..." I just looked at it and I'm like, is this guy stupid or what? If it's city property, then it's the city's problem, not yours. Duh. But honestly, he was polite about it, so I didn't feel like getting into it. I just left the scene. And this is like the second time this has happened. The first time the person was very rude about it. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do for a living. I collect sticks and turn them into handcrafted magic wands. You know, holdable pieces of art, YouTube. And I could get a job here in town that didn't require me carving wands. However, it would be a lot harder considering I'm a public figure, and by now, a lot of people in town have seen my videos, and the reputation around town is, oh, his trolls, they find out where he works and they harass him while he's trying to work. You know, if I can make money doing what I love doing, that's the best way to do it, you know. I love to make wands. It's relaxing. It gives me something to do. And if I can make a couple extra bucks doing it, why not? You know. To a lot of people, if they see a dude dressed in all black trimming a tree near their house that they've never seen before, you know, I will be the first to admit I'm very intimidating to a lot of people, so, you know, it comes with the territory of dressing quote unquote goth slash etc etc. Now if you dress punk-ish in general, punk, emo, scene, goth, It doesn't matter. They're all different, but people who dress goth, scene, alternative, emo, punk, whatever, just that look of delinquent, that's just how it's perceived. And it's completely unfair because I'm one of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Granted, I can be an asshole if I'm pushed to it. And that's no lie. I can be a real asshole when I'm pushed to it. And so, let's see, I'm uploading a brand new cooking video which got cut off. So I uploaded two separate videos to one trying it and then one making it, and then I'm uploading a guitar video. This one will have to wait till tomorrow or later on to post because I've already got 3 videos trying to upload, and I'm not fixing to stay up too much later. Smoke a cigarette, drink some water, and pass out. But for those of you who wanted to get your hands on a Cobra Craft wand, I'm thinking about doing copper and leather on the handles with this batch. I tried it out on a wand I'm making for a friend, and it looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It looks kind of cool. Yeah. Because I've made plenty of wands with leather handles. I've made plenty of wands with copper handles. Now, Home Depot didn't have the copper wire that I got to make the copper handled wands like this one in my collection. So I ended up going somewhere else to get copper wire. And the copper wire I found, I could get a bunch of it for pretty cheap. So I've never actually attempted to wrap a wand handle with it. We'll see how it looks and turns out. The only disconcerting problem with the copper wire, like this one right here, as you see right there, it's a bunch of random strains wrapped together to make one solid strain instead of being a solid strain. So there's going to be little bits that poke out if you're not careful when you're making it. So making wand handles out of legit real copper wire, it works, it looks cool, but then you have issues like that, or or it pokes. And, I just get my pliers and take care of that real quick. So if I found copper wire that's a bit more solid and not just wrapped from smaller pieces of copper, then that'll work just fine. Although I prefer to use this because it's a bit more authentic when I'm sitting here saying real copper wire. And if I'm careful with how I wrap it, I can wrap the handles without making them pokey. And sometimes, that's something I've had to learn how to do when making the handles like this. But I found some copper wire that I can use to turn into wand handles. There we go. That little bit was poking me whenever I go to pick it up or hold it. Yeah. There we go. because I don't dress normal, I don't perceive the concept of normal. A lot of people will be prejudiced towards me just because I don't fit the social expectation of normal. And I'm not complaining about it, I'm just saying. This is something I've had to deal with my entire life. Or at least ever since I started dressing goth. And people would say, well, if you don't like it, then change the way you dress. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to change the way I dress just to get acceptance from people. That's shallow as fuck. No, thank you. Well, this is the problem with it, man. There are a lot of people who do the goth look and, they're disrespectful, they're stuck up, and, when you're a goth with that stereotypical goth attitude that, oh, fuck everything and blah, 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 life sucks, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It tends to, what I'm saying? Like, ugh. It tends to give goth a bad name. But I'm not complaining because there have been people out there who've been discriminated against a lot worse than I have. So really, I have no room to complain. I had to use the bathroom earlier, and hoo-wee. I think some of that spicy burger, I think that spicy burger might have digested, and it was not fun pooping that burger out, but that's alright. That burger tasted good. And like I said, the only complaint I had was that the bacon was a little too crispy. Other than that, that tasted good. And of course, the video cutting short. There's a good chance the cooking video will upload first before the video of me trying it uploads. Let's take a gander at what's going on with the internet here. Let's see. Flaming Hot Nacho Bacon Cheeseburger is at 64%. The guitar video I made after that, after I made the video trying it out, I made this guitar video, which is at 44%. And trying the Flamin' Hot Nacho Bacon Cheeseburger is at 9%. So that's at least 3 brand new videos being uploaded to my channel. You keep the fans happy with fresh content, uploading multiple videos a day. And if they're somewhat entertaining, people will subscribe. Even if you subscribe because you think my content is quote-unquote cringeworthy, you're still tuning in to watch. Hopefully I get my WAN money, or not that, my YouTube money, I meant to say that. I'll get my WAN money for sure when I get that batch done. I'm not worried about that. But, let's take a gander here. The last time I had money transferred from my Google AdSense, it was on the 21st, which is coming up. If they haven't transferred it already. which they probably haven't. Which is good because it gives you plenty of time to, yeah, earn it, so to speak. Um, it's a nice little chunk of change coming my way. It's nothing too small, but it's nothing to sneeze at. So there's a good chance I might get my YouTube money on Thursday or Friday, which would be pretty sweet. I might try to buy bottles of a couple bottles of my favorite rum and keep a bag full of them. Get like a small bag full of them and stock up on that. I'm just saying that I'm bananas over you bartenders. That's my favorite, man. That's my new favorite. It's so good. Yeah. I was helping some people move some furniture the other day, and I went and bought a bottle of it, and I shared some with the adults in the vicinity, and one of the adults doesn't drink very much, and she was like, "Yo, this shit tastes good." And I'm like, "Right, that's what I'm saying." It was to toast getting new furniture and, you know, squashing beef and that sort of thing. And that's all it went, I didn't go any further. Which brings me to my next point. Why is it, YouTube, that a man cannot simply help out a woman out of the kindness of his heart without expecting sex, without expecting money or some sort of reward, just doing it because it's a nice thing to do, you know? And that's the thing about YouTube, is if women go out of their way to do nice things, if women go out of their way to do nice things, nobody questions their motive. Just, oh, that woman is so sweet. She has a big heart. But most of the time, if a man tries to do something nice for a woman, let's say, 9 times out of 10, it's met with, what's he getting out of it? And the satisfaction of doing a good deed and helping somebody out, that's not enough. You know? Like, it's fucking stupid, YouTube. In fact, I had a bit of that to drink on St. Patrick's Day, to be honest. St. Patty's Day, I wanted to get tipsy to somewhat drunk, to a little bit drunk, to as drunk as I could get for what money I had. And I bought a bottle of that rum and I caught a good buzz, went and hung out with some friends. Hmm. Well, like a couple weeks ago, one of my female friends needed help at the grocery store. She asked if I could help her load some pet food into her cart. And I said, yeah, I'd be happy to help, you know. As soon as I walk into the store with my female friend who's very close to me in age, everyone at Walmart was like, "Aw, that's his girlfriend." And I'm just shaking my head like, we're just friends, dude, come on. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I wish. uh, and the only reason me and this other female friend are not going to date is because she's lesbian. Plain and simple. Well, she's bisexual, but she's more into women at the moment. Because pretty much the man she's been with is just, ugh, it's pretty much ruined, you know. And, you know, I feel like we both have strong personalities, so we would not make a great couple. And I'm not high enough for her standards, so. Which is weird because we're practically into the same shit almost. Similar taste in music, we both love animals, you know. And that's the funny thing about life is you could have everything in common with a person, and if you don't meet their standards, they're not going to date you. And that's just how shallow the dating scene is, really. That's why I'm not worried about it right now. I'm more worried about making that money, man. Because you don't date the cashier at the grocery store to pay for your groceries. You don't date the bartender behind the bar to pay for your beer, or the liquor store attendant. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. That's kind of why I felt like I had to make that pipe dance video earlier, because you don't need dating to be happy, but if it can make your life happy, then why not? You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to if you don't want to. Maybe you just got out of a bad relationship. Maybe you just entered a really shitty divorce and you're stuck with kids. And right now the dating scene's not so good. And my advice for any single parent is try to date other single parents. Because right off the bat, you're already going to have something in common. A piece of shit ex, and you're stuck with kids. Huh? Huh? Because let me tell you something. If a dude tries to date a single mom, maybe he's doing it because he wants to help raise the kids and be a good stepdad. But half the time, a lot of dudes use single moms just for pussy, and it's disgusting. They don't want to take care of the kid. You know what I'm saying? And women do this shit too. You know, women just use single dads for dick. They don't want to help raise the kid, be a stepmom. You know, and when you treat people like disposable pieces of shit, it just makes the dating scene so fucking ugly, so fucking ugly, dude. And I'm just like, dude, come on, really? And you always hear women complain about this shit, like, "Oh, I'm sick and tired of men just using single mom for pussy." It's like, yeah, well, women do that shit with single dads for dick too. So, yeah. The thing about gender equality is you have to acknowledge that both genders are just as guilty as the other one. Both genders go through sexist double standards, and that's as real as it gets. It takes two people to fight, and that's the truth of it, YouTube. You know, gender equality, that's what it looks like. Women who want gender equality, they want to have more respect, they want to have more pay. But when it comes to things like domestic abuse, rape, that sort of thing, they want to have the same rights they've always had. You know, there's enough women out there that hate men so much they get off on the idea that You know, a man being raped is laughed at. Oh, yeah, there's some real vindictive, bitchy ass women out there that hate men so much that they love the idea of a man not getting taken seriously. It gets their pussy wet. Like, yeah, female power. And women like that are just as bad as the sexist, chauvinistic male pigs they complain about. So let that sink in for just a second. Let that little red pill lens thinking just sink in for a second. You claim to hate men because you're a feminist. You claim to hate men because you're a feminist. And it's all men's fault. Women are constantly oppressed. Okay, isn't feminism supposed to be about female empowerment? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that feminism is about female empowerment. And what exactly is empowering to females when you're constantly blaming the opposite sex for everything and victimizing yourself as a woman? That's not empowerment. Just because you're not one of those bitchy, self entitled women, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. This just has to do with the assholes in your gender. And if there's something that men can relate to when it comes to women, men and women can relate on the common ground of assholes in their gender ruin it for everyone. You get men who act like they're all king shit, they just use women for sex, and then you get women who act like they're entitled to all your money and as much dick as you can give them, and you're tired and it's still not enough. You know what I'm saying? And these kinds of people are just the absolute worst. You ever stop and wonder what it would be like if a self entitled, gold digging female met up with a dude who just used women for pussy? Because you think about this. She's just using him for money and he's just using her for pussy. Oh, wait. That sounds like a lot of today's relationships. Oh, want some ointment for that truth burn? Goddamn. And this is the culture we live in. This is what dating has become. Women are just using men for money, and men are just using women for pussy. And they claim, oh, we love each other. Bullshit. You love the social status that comes with dating that person. And of course, when I make videos like this, people think I'm attacking women, and that's not necessarily the case. I'm attacking both genders, goddammit, because this is bullshit. You know what gender equality looks like? If someone's rude to you, you be rude right back to them, or choose not to acknowledge them. Plain and simple. And I'm kind of that person that if you're a dick to me, I'm going to be a dick right back to you. Start mouthing off to me, I'm going to start mouthing off to you. If you don't like what I have to say, then don't start it. That's the problem with people anymore is they instigate and start shit, but as soon as you finish it or overreact, you're the asshole. They'd be like taking a sharp stick, poking a bear in the goddamn eye, and then when the bear claws you half to death and then walks away, eats half your fucking leg. Oh, what's the bear's fault? Why are you poking the bear with the stick? Or they'd be like, you stuck your hand on a hot stove burner and you burnt the fuck out of your hand. Oh, but that's the stove's fault, right? So if this is what the dating scene's become, women are just using men for money and for status and bragging points to all their female friends. Because women love to make their female friends jealous. It's something they get off on. I don't know why. They can't just support. Some women are very supportive towards each other. But a lot of women are so catty behind each other's backs. It's unreal, dude. That person you claim to be your best friend, and then when they're not looking or right around you, you're dogging on their lipstick. Your bestie female friend just got a sale on some lipstick. It's her favorite shade, and she's so happy, and she's bragging about it to all her friends. But right when her fucking friend leaves, oh my god, she's obsessed with that lipstick. She looks like a total slut. Like, ugh. She thinks it looks attractive. God, that is so last season. People like that, if you have friends like that, get them out of your life, dude. People should be able to accept you for who you are. Within reason, of course. If you're a sex offender, for instance, then you don't deserve to be accepted. You deserve to be shot in the goddamn head. That's why I say within reason, of course, And my female fans know exactly what I'm talking about. And doesn't it just piss you off when you realize how fake as fuck your friends are? I got a couple of real friends, and that's greatly appreciated. I don't hang out with fake or stupid people. I don't got time for that. I'm not gonna waste my short, miserable life with stupid, fake ass motherfuckers. I don't got time for that, YouTube. I already lose enough brain cells drinking alcohol. I don't need to lose more brain cells dealing with stupid people. Grab another glass of water, pack a bowl of pipe tobacco, and take a couple puffs and leave you with it. Got 4 brand new videos for the channel. I better get them all uploaded tomorrow. Because the screen doesn't stay on. I get done making a video. If it's late, I'll pass out. Eventually, the screen goes to sleep, and that slows down the uploading process. But that's okay because I feel like this this flaming hot nacho bacon cheeseburger deal is gonna put some more views on my channel. Because the fans love the cooking videos. Although, truth be told, there's a new Crown Royal Peach. And that got my taste buds going, I want to get some cherry Dr. Pepper and mix Crown Royal Peach with it. That actually sounds really fucking good. If I get my YouTube money soon, I might just do that and do a new drink combo for YouTube. You get the caffeine and the sugar from the cherry Dr. Pepper, and you get the kick from the alcohol from the peach Crown Royal. Oh. I got my mouth watering just thinking about it. I haven't tried Crown Royal Peach, but I bet it's delicious. Yeah, like I said, I went and collected some more sticks to turn into wands. I'll be doing that over the next couple of days. Not poop. I gotta take a pinch of pipe tobacco out and the bag tears. That's life. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this shindig up. It's like 12:44 and I want to be up past 1:30 if I can help it. No, I haven't completely lost interest in dating, but right now I'm more focused on doing my thing. Yeah. Which is how you should be, you know. People who are in a rush to find companionship will quite often they'll find companionship, but not the one they're looking for. Did my pipe tool, is it still in my pocket? Hold on a second. Must have forgot to take this out of my coat pocket when I was getting ready to unwind for the evening. In fact, if you take a look at a lot of couples who date, you can see that formula play out. Women are just using men for dick and money, and men are just using women for pussy. There's no real companionship anymore. It's all about who's got the hottest bod and who's got the fanciest car and stupid shit like that. Cars break, looks fade, bank accounts dry out. Nothing's going to last forever. It'd be nice if stuff lasted forever, but alas, that's just not how it works out. You ever wonder why pipe tobacco is so much harsher than cigarettes? It's because pipe tobacco contains a shit ton less chemicals. Like the chemicals found in pipe tobacco are way less than the chemicals found in cigarette tobacco. Which is why pipe tobacco is perceived to smell better but be a lot harsher. Which is why cigarettes are smoother but they stink. It's a yin-yang effect. And that's the thing about life. When it's meant to happen, it'll happen. It'll just fall into place when you least expect it. And it's going to feel good. When you least expect it, life. YouTube, when you least expect it, life is just going to fall into place. And it's going to work out. But the thing of it is you can't rush it. You see a lot of women using their body to get approval and attention on social media, and then they turn around and act offended when they get the wrong kind of attention. When you're using your body to get attention on social media, you're playing with fire. And, it's one thing if you want to take a picture and be like, I'm feeling sexy today, you're feeling confident, I get that. But when you're strictly relying on, like, I see a lot of women on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook using their boobs to get attention. And, that's what you do to get female empowerment. Alright, that's cool. But you should also know that you shouldn't have to rely on your boobs to get attention. But I feel like whenever you see a woman who's got a bunch of makeup on, or a woman who's showing a little bit of cleavage, she gets slut shamed by every jealous female on the internet. And then she retaliates with yada yada yada. And this whole slut shaming culture just needs to fucking stop. Every woman is unique in her own special way. What she finds empowering is not necessarily what you're going to find empowering. Like, this whole slut shaming culture that we've developed as a society is truly despicable. But yeah, I got more wands on the way here soon. I'll check back with you in a little while.